with Cool 102.7 and StarTime 1590 local radio stations, welcoming to Camden the EQUUS Film Festival Camden Tour Stop. It's February 13th through the 19th. The EQUUS Film Festival is the first touring film festival oriented around equestrian-themed content from all over the world. There are feature films, documentaries, shorts, music videos, commercials, training, educational materials, art, and literacy. 2016 Winnie Award winners and select special films are touring Camden February 13th through 19th with film showings at the Little Theater, art exhibits at the Rutledge Street Gallery and Artist's Attic, and Children's Literacy Corner at Books on Broad 9 a.m. Saturday, February 18th. For a complete list of events and a schedule, please go to EQUUS Film Festival Camden 2017.eventbrite.com. I'd like to welcome this afternoon Julianne Neal. Julianne, thank you so much for being here with me. I understand that you are the local organizer for the EQUUS Film Festival, and this was your baby. You're the reason we're all here this weekend.
Well, it's definitely a group effort, but I'm so excited and so happy to be here. Thank you for having us all into the studio to talk and to promote film and to promote Camden, promote horses and all of it. It's just a great experience.
Well, I have thoroughly enjoyed meeting everybody. It has been a great experience for me. I've met filmmakers and photographers and authors and people who own racehorses and trainers. And it's really been a very educational experience for me, and lots of fun too. I think one of my interviews, Wayne said that, one thing about horse people is they're just really deep down good people. And
Absolutely.
I found that in my interviews. Can you just give me a little bit of history? I know we were talking the other day, and I found it so interesting how this all came to be and how the film festival originally came to Camden.
Absolutely. My partner, Bruce Anderson, has an amazing body of work with horses and people. And he works here in Camden. He's from Trinidad and Tobago. And so as we were trying, he goes around and explains the work to people. And on the surface, it looks like natural horsemanship, Amani Roberts or John Lyons type of thing. On the surface, to some people, it looks like therapy. And really, it's neither one of those things.
Right.
It's a foundational mental work. And so as we were trying to explain that to people, it's just hard to explain. And so my background is in the arts, and I'm an arts coordinator for the Fairfield County School District, and we do film projects with my kids all the time, and so I've just always loved film.
Right.
And so we talked one afternoon, and we said, we need to have video for our website. And so as we're having this conversation, some information popped up about some filmmakers from Trinidad. And so Bruce really wanted that international home flavor for whatever we did. So in contacting them, James O'Connor and Dylan Cannell from The Art of Storytelling, we started a relationship with these guys. And so over about a year and a half, we were able to work with them filming in Trinidad, filming up here in Camden. Absolutely.
So it's truly an international.
It really is. And it includes a little bit of the story of some work Bruce has done in the Abaco Islands with a situation down there. And so you have a lot of the West Indian flavor to it, but then you have this mix with the Camden stuff. And so the film, we're very proud that the film will be, this will be the first time most of the Camden people will see it.
It's called The Edge?
It is The Edge. And so anyway, we had this little short clip, and we'd been working with James and them, and this was in September 2 years ago. And I sort of jokingly said, someday we're going to submit it to the EQUUS Film Festival in New York City. And so James says, James is a go-getter, and so he was like, absolutely, when is it due? And I said, well, it's due like last June.
Last week, right?
Yeah, no, last 2 months ago or whatever.
Ago.
So, but I called one Sunday morning, I'm driving to church, and I called Lisa Dearson on the phone, and I introduced myself, and I said, I know deadlines are long past and it's too late, but can we just send you this, and could you think about it? And she said, send it on and we'll see. So she accepted it and was going to use it as a little trailer piece in between films, previews in New York. Well, you can't have your stuff in New York and not go.
Right.
So we went, and we were very excited to be there and to meet Lisa and the whole team. And so she asked jokingly, what are you going to do to finish your film, and how are you going to do this? And so I said, well, it takes a lot of money, and we're working on it. And she says, well, a smart nonprofit would bring us in, and we'd have a gala, and we'd do some things in your town. And I had been blessed to be working with Susie Sale on some things. And Susie had said something about the little theater in a conversation. And so I said, well, we're going to work on that.
Right.
And so through talking with Susie and realizing that we would have the support of this town, this city, we decided, we don't have much time. It's 4 or 5 weeks out, but let's do it. There was a window that we could work into. And so James and Rita over at the Little Theater, the Trivets, were willing to work with us, and they did a massive upgrade. They had a facade grant from the city, and it's absolutely beautiful. And so they were willing to work with us too. And so we developed it in a short period of time, and we had a lot of good response. And so we started the day after last year's festival.
On this year.
We started planning for
Very
this year.
smart.
Yes. And so in the meantime, we were working to finish our documentary, and the guys got it ready. And so we knew we were submitting it in New York this past November. And in the meantime, we went on the festival tour stops with Lisa and her team.
Really?
So we ended up in Silver Springs International Film Festival in Ocala. We were featured. We went to Santa Fe for Indian Market Week. We were in Baltimore for the Preakness. It was shown in the south of France, but ironically, we had already been accepted into a festival, an environmental festival in France, and so we'd already been the week before, so we didn't stay, but we just had great experiences that whole time. So we ended up learning some things that we knew would work for Camden, and then figuring out some things that we didn't think would work along the way. And so as we started planning...
By going to all the other touring, okay.
Right. And we kept getting feedback from the Camden folks saying we want to do this again, but also from the other folks in other areas asking, how are you getting billboards up? How are you doing, how are you doing this and that?
How are you doing that?
And it was because of the support. We wrote some grants and just had a lot of support from the city and the county. So we said, if we're going to do it, we're going to go all out. And so I wanted to involve as many people as possible, and my school kids. And it's really nice that the Kershaw County School District and the Fairfield County School District where I work are both arts in the basic curriculum sites. And so there's support through the Arts Commission. There's support from the State Department. There's it's just really nice to be partners and to be neighbors. And so Connie Frith and Dr. Taylor over at the district office had said, let's work together and let's figure out some things. So we started.
For kids.
Oh, it is absolutely. We started this morning. We had an artist in residence at the Fine Arts Center, and I brought some kids from Fairfield, and they had some students from here in Kershaw, and had a fabulous time. And
That's
so
awesome.
It's been a nice thing to be able to partner and put things together. And to me, that's what it's all about, because we want to feature our film, obviously, but we also want to help and do some things for other people who are filmmakers. The Camden Film Block I'm very excited about, because Donna Freyer and the Fast Women, George and Sue Sensor, and Arch Kingsley, and I think all of them have come and talked with you.
Yes, I spoke to all of them, and I'm very excited about it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And just having 3 Camden films, I think. I don't know of any other city that had 3 films submitted for New York.
Well,
I might be wrong,
I just need to congratulate you and Bruce Anderson, because The Edge was the winner of the Environmental Award.
Absolutely.
In New York City in November. And to me, that's just like crazy exciting that we have these people from Camden that have made this film that they've submitted to this film festival, and by low they win.
Well, the thing with Bruce's work is that he's always been about that very thing. And so anybody that knows Bruce, he's going to ask you a question. It's going to be about the 3 things you need to survive. And it's an environmental focus. And so to win an award, that would have been the one award that would be the best. And so,
Yeah,
and then we, in Deauville, France, we were entered into an environmental award, a festival there, and so won an award.
And you won there as well?
Yeah.
Same film, different film?
Same film.
Cool.
And honestly, our filmmakers just get it. They, James and Dylan both, the funny thing, when they came up in February this past year, we knew we were going to film some more. And so they said, well, they're Trinities. They're used to the water and being out on the beach or whatever. We'll film at the beach. Let's take Marley to the beach. And I said, well, it's February. Let's think about that a little bit. So we had a pretty day.
And it's not Trinidad and Tobago.
Not Trinidad, no. And it's February, and it snowed last week.
Right. It's cold here in February.
Yeah. And so we had a sunny day the Saturday before the festival, and they said, yep, we're game to do it. And so a lot of the footage on the beach was shot in, it had to be 30 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
And Dylan's out in the water and no shoes and film, and it's the most gorgeous gorgeous stuff. I think we almost killed him, but yeah, it's beautiful footage.
But you got the
So,
shot.
got great footage.
That's right.
But no, they're just, I can't say enough about them. To have found the folks that were going to be the folks that would be perfect for us. That was just a blessing.
That is so awesome.
Things have fallen into place with the film and with the festival, and it's because of the support we've had. So we appreciate it.
I know everyone is tickled to have the film festival here again. I understand we've chosen dates for next year. Is that correct?
We have. We have.
So it'll be a week later, is what I understand. I don't know.
February 23rd through 25th.
Okay,
and
so can't come this weekend.
Put your
Make
mark
plans
your
to come
calendar.
next year.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Well, we have. I say in some places it's a week long, and the city and Mayor Drakeford did declare it EQUUS Film Festival Week, so that was really neat. But we started filming scenes with some of the theater classes on Monday.
Right.
We had special events in the schools, so we say it's the whole week because we're doing things.
It is the whole week.
Yeah.
You're doing activities. The thrust of the bulk of the activities is Thursday. It starts tonight, Thursday night, and then Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, and we have a VIP group of all the filmmakers and artists and authors, and it's been neat planning for them because we want them to see the best of Camden.
Of course.
And so they're going with us out. Captain Telegram's trolley is going to pick us up in the morning, and we're going out to Donna's barn, and they'll get to watch some racehorse training and visit some neat spots, and then a carriage tour the next morning. So just providing those opportunities for them, but then also for the public, we want to make sure they're going into the theater to see the film, so we don't want to do too much outside of that. But WIS has filmed here all week and is featuring Camden a lot, and so
they'll be back tomorrow.
I hope so. Yeah,
that's what I understood.
So
they're live at 4, 5, and 6.
Right, and so we're very excited. We've had some billboards up. I think Jill McCrae came through. This is her horse Quebec. She was very excited to see him on billboards on the street.
She said they pulled up on the side of I-20 taking pictures. It's like, wait, that's us. Let's take a picture.
Exactly.
It's such a cool story.
Exactly.
And then the police pulled in behind him. Are you ladies okay?
Oh no, I didn't know that part.
But you know, it's
really
really
neat.
You
gotta do that.
Just to have all these folks coming in, and then to have something like this here. And looking forward, this year's going to be a tremendous success. It already has kicking off to be, and then of course next year.
We'll plan for it.
It'll be exciting. Let me tell folks where they can get their tickets.
That'd be great.
Of course, you can get tickets online at the EQUUS Film Festival, Camden2017.eventbrite.com. We're selling them in person at the TAC Room, the Camden Archives, the Rutledge Street Gallery, and the Little Theater. You can also get tickets, is this correct, at the Marley Project headquarters, the corner of DeKalb and Broad Streets. It's the White Corner, 1050 Broad Street. Some of the benefits of buying online is you'll get digital copies of all the schedules, the details about the different films, updates and such like that, maps of where everything is, and the detailed information on the different panels that we're going to have. I can't remember who at this point that I was talking to this afternoon, but they were telling me that they were a panel moderator, and lots of interesting topics and such going on. So it's inexpensive if you're looking for something fun to do. We've got films from 10 a.m. Friday to 10 p.m. Also Saturday 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. A $50 weekend pass, $30 day pass, $20 evening event pass, or if you just want to go and see one block of films at the theater, it's a 2-hour block of films like the Camden block. It's $10. So we hope that everybody will come out. And Julianne, thank you so much for bringing this to Camden. I mean, what a blessing and a special thing. It's just so neat how it's all worked out, and we're just thrilled to have such a great event here in Camden. And for Camden being such an equestrian community, I mean, it's a natural.
Yeah, it's definitely a fit, and honestly, I'm just having a blast. So
Well,
it's fun.
good.
Yeah, especially for the kids stuff on Saturday. I hope a lot of people come.
And all of those, I want to make clear, all of those events are free.
They are, yes.
And Bruce will have his horse down there at 1 o'clock on Friday.
Absolutely.
So I hope
come out and meet
lots of
Marley.
kids will come out. That's right. And
for the
meet
young
Marley.
and the young at heart.
That's right. Oh, you said that before. Well, I'm Patty Rose with the local radio stations, and Julianne Neal, the local organizer of the 2017 EQUUS Film Festival Camden Tour Stop. And we're just tickled to have the EQUUS Film Festival here, and we hope that you will come out and join us as well. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Patty, and thanks, Kurt.
Thank you, Julianne.